The Kelly Clarkson Show studio was a cozy beacon of midday entertainment, its vibrant Los Angeles set bathed in warm lighting and buzzing with the cheers of an enthusiastic audience as the upbeat themed music faded, signaling the start of a highly anticipated segment on a balmy May 16, 2025, afternoon. Blake Shelton, the towering country music icon with his signature Oklahoma drawl and easygoing charisma, ambled onto the stage in a casual plaid shirt and jeans, his grin lighting up the room as he hugged Kelly Clarkson, drawing whoops from the crowd who remembered their playful The Voice rivalry from seasons past. He was there to promote his new album Body Language, his first in 4 years, and share anecdotes from his Olay Red Bar chain expansion, but the air hummed with the potential for sparks. Given Kelly's reputation for heartfelt yet probing conversations and Blake's history of light-hearted jabs turning unexpectedly tense, as seen in his 2023 Jimmy Kimmel appearance where he joked about Kelly getting him fired from The Voice, Kelly, beaming from her host chair with her trademark Texas warmth, kicked things off. "Blake, it's so good to have you back. You're dropping new music after a break, and fans are buzzing, but let's get real. Your sound's so classic country. Don't you ever feel pressure to mix it up more, like I did with my pop stuff?" The audience chuckled, recalling Kelly's genre shifts, and Blake's smile held, his twang relaxed. "Kelly, my music's me honky-tonks and heartbreak. No need to chase pop charts like some." The crowd applauded, but Kelly leaned forward, her eyes twinkling with mischief. "Chase, Blake, some say your bro country vibes a bit stuck in the '90s, don't you worry it's not fresh for younger fans?" The question was playful but pointed, echoing unverified May 2025 YouTube rumors of a clash over authenticity, and Blake's eyebrows rose. "Stuck, Kelly? My stuck sound packs are innocent unlike some who switched teams for Grammys," he replied, his tone teasing yet edged, a nod to Kelly's pop evolution. The audience gasped, catching the subtle dig, and Kelly's grin tightened, her voice light but sharp. "Switched teams, Blake? Evolution's key. Your cowboy image is fun, but is it real or just a brand now?" The studio buzzed with subtle tension, and the house band cued a light riff to ease it, but Blake leaned in, his voice firm. "Brand, Kelly? It's my life. Not a rebrand like your Vegas reinvention." The crowd split, some cheering Blake's grit, others murmuring at Kelly's persistence. Kelly pressed, "Rebrand, Blake? I'm just asking. Your songs are all beer and breakups. Don't you think it's time for more depth?" Blake's jaw clenched, his voice rising. "Depth? My music's deeper than your talk show therapy sessions, Kelly." The audience roared, some clapping for Blake's fire, others for Kelly's candor. The producers, monitoring from the control room, exchanged nervous glances. This was straying from the promotional script, mirroring sensationalized YouTube clips that claimed Blake walked off after a humiliating exchange, though official recaps from the show's side described the May 16 appearance as fun and nostalgic. Kelly tried to pivot, "Let's talk body language, it's got soul," but Blake cut her off. "No, Kelly, you called my sound stuck. Let's unpack that." The crowd gasped, and Kelly's face flushed slightly, her voice edged. "Stuck, Blake? I'm just chatting. Don't get defensive." Blake's eyes narrowed. "Defensive? You're questioning my relevance, Kelly, like I'm some has-been chasing hits." The stage was a powder keg, the audience on edge, as cameras captured Blake's intense stare and Kelly's raised eyebrow, priming the moment for a shocking argument that would go viral, though the real interview ended with laughs over their voice stays, not humiliation. As the Kelly Clarkson Show transitioned from the break, the studio was a simmering cauldron of anticipation, the audience's energy palpable after the charged opening banter between Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson, the set's colorful backdrop almost mocking the building storm as Kelly attempted to steer back with her empathetic charm. "Welcome back, everyone. Blake Shelton's dishing on new music, and we're loving it." But Blake, slouched in his chair with arms folded, wasn't ready to let the moment slide, his gaze fixed on Kelly like a lasso ready to snap. "Loving it, Kelly? You've got more shade about my style. Spill it," he drawled, his voice laced with challenge that silenced the chuckles. The crowd inhaled sharply, and Kelly, her smile a touch forced, leaned in. "Shade? Blake, I'm just wondering your album's classic, but don't you think it's a tad predictable for today's diverse listeners? The probe doubled down on her earlier quip, and Blake's posture stiffened, his jaw set. Predictable, Kelly? My predictability's why I've got 9 no. One's a nod like your genre hops that left fans confused, he shot back, the words landing with a twang that cut through the applause like a steel guitar string. The audience buzzed, some hooting in support of Blake's clapback, others whispering as Kelly's eyes widened, her Texas grit surfacing. Genre hops, Blake, evolution keeps us fresh. All you're giving us this timeless cowboy thing, but is it genuine or just safe? The retort was swift, and Blake bolted upright, his voice booming. Safe, Kelly? Safe's what sells your evolution chased trends and lost that country soul. The room ignited, the crowd divided between Blake loyalists cheering his raw honesty and Kelly fans gasping at the personal turn. As the house band faltered on a transitional chord, the producers in the control room frantically gesturing for a commercial cue. Jenna, the guest co-host from Today, jumped in with a nervous laugh. Guys, let's talk Blake Soleil rated. Those bars are epic. But Blake waved her off, his finger pointing like a loaded revolver. No, Jenna, Kelly's implying I'm stuck. Let's unpack why she's throwing shade at my legacy. The accusation hung heavy, and Kelly's cheeks colored, her voice rising with a mix of hurt and fire. Shade? Blake, I'm your friend asking tough questions. You're the one turning defensive over a chat. The audience was electric, some chanting Blake, while others rooted for Kelly's vulnerability, the tension coiling tighter as Blake's face hardened, his tone dropping to a gravelly growl. Defensive? You're questioning my authenticity, Kelly, like I'm some relic peddling nostalgia for cash. The crowd inhaled collectively, and Kelly's eyes flashed, her reply trembling with frustration. Relic? Blake, I admire you, but you're acting like I'm gutting your whole career with one comment. Blake's stare bored into her, icy and unyielding. You are gutting it, Kelly, reducing my life's work to a punchline. I thought this was a friendly spot, but you've crossed into attack mode. The studio descended into frenzy, the audience on their feet, producers slamming the commercial button in desperation. But the damage was done. The exchange had ignited a firestorm, cameras capturing every raw emotion as the break loomed, the viral potential already sparking in the room's electric hum. Though the real May 16th interview wrapped with laughs over voice memories, not this fictional humiliation. The Kelly Clarkson Show studio simmered like a pot on the verge of boil as the commercial break ended, the audience's murmurs a low rumble of anticipation. After the charged opener between Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson, the set's lively graphics clashing with the undercurrent of conflict as Kelly, her composure a thin veil over her rising ire, attempted to reclaim the narrative with a forced smile. We're back with Blake Shelton, talking music and life via Blake. Your new tracks have that classic vibe. What inspired them? But Blake, his posture rigid with unresolved tension, wasn't about to let the moment dissipate, his eyes still locked on Kelly like a hawk-eyed prey. Inspired? Kelly, you've got unfinished business with my stuck sound to finish it, he challenged, his drawl now laced with a steel edge that silenced the polite applause. The crowd shifted uncomfortably, and Kelly, her Texas fire flickering, leaned in. Unfinished? Blake, I'm just saying a country's evolving, and your twangy tales might feel a bit dated to some. Don't you see that? The words landed like a spark on dry tinder, and Blake surged forward, his voice a thunderclap. Dated, Kelly? Dated's what keeps me relevant. Your pop detours left fans cold, chasing radio play over roots. The audience inhaled sharply, the room fracturing into gasps and scattered cheers, as Kelly's face flushed, her reply swift and stinging. Cold? Blake, my detours won Grammys. Your safe plays are comfort food, not cuisine. The retort ignited the powder keg, the crowd dividing into factions, some hooting for Blake's unfiltered truth, others rooting for Kelly's bold evolution, the house band scrambling for a neutral melody that fell flat against the din. Willie, sensing the storm, jumped in with a nervous chuckle. Whoa, let's cool eye to Blake. Your Olay red bars are blowing up. What's next? But Blake dismissed him with a wave, his finger jabbing the air. Next, Kelly's next question on why I may stuck a answer that first. The accusation sliced deep, and Kelly's eyes blazed, her voice rising with a mix of hurt and defiance. Stuck, blank. I'm calling growth you're the one clinging to the past like it's a security blanket. The room exploded, the audience on their feet in a wave of noise, producers in the control room slamming buttons for an emergency fade, but the cameras rolled on, capturing the raw unraveling as Blake's face twisted in fury, his tone dropping to a venomous drawl. Security blanket, Kelly, your A-growth sold out, your soul mind's pure, and you're jealous of that staying power. The words hung like smoke, the crowd a cacophony of cheers and boos, Kelly's composure cracking as she shot back. Jealous, blank, I am liberated, you're trapped in nostalgia, defending it like a fortress. The frenzy peaked, the band's attempt at a soothing interlude lost in the storm. As the producers cut to black in desperation, the viral clip already birthing in the chaos, though the real May 16th episode ended with hugs and laughs over voice memories. Not this fictional humiliation that would rack up millions of views and imagined outrage.